All right, so I'm in a hotel room in Boston, and today we're going to talk about this guy right here, which is the Videomic Go II. I'm going to compare it to some other microphones within the same space that I typically would use when recording from either a GoPro, iPhone, etc. And I'm just going to talk about a few things with the mic along with some sound tests. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Beatwalker and welcome back to another video. So today we're talking about the Videomic Go II, and you're currently listening to this guy, which is the Elgato Wave 3. So just kind of as a baseline, I'm recording it on my computer and I'm recording through a GoPro. So everything that you hear with this mic is going to be through a GoPro because it won't connect to my iPhone directly, and that's one thing I'm going to get into. And then all of these will also be through the GoPro as well. So first things first, let's look at what's in the box. All right, so basically open it up here. Open this thing up, and you're gonna have the mic, little windscreen attached, so you take that off, and this is the mic here. And then it does have a 3.5 millimeter one side and a USB-C on the other. I'm not going to go too in depth with this because I just want it to be a sound test thing, but I'll just cover some of the basics. It also comes with this guy, which is a mount, and the last thing it comes with is this 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter, which is basically a TRS, which you can use to go into a camera. It's going to run you about $100 with just these three items in the box. Crazy enough, one thing I really want to stress is if you're looking to buy this and connect it straight to your iPhone, which it has right there, and it also says for USB-C devices, you can't connect to your iPhone straight out of the box unless you have something like this lying around, which I know most people don't. So what this is just a USB to Lightning adapter. That's my biggest complaint, is you have to buy another cable that doesn't come with the Videomic Go II. All right, so now you're listening to the Videomic Go II. This is I'm probably about a foot away from it, maybe a little bit more, like a foot and a couple of inches away from it, talking at a normal voice, probably a little lower because I'm in a hotel. I don't want to speak too loud for my neighbors here, but this is what it sounds like straight out of the box. I haven't gone into GoPro settings and adjusted any dB. I might do some dB adjustments in post, but if I do, I'll let you know how much I adjusted that, just so you can get a baseline, and I'll let you know all the adjustments so that way we can know what the levels are when I change it. Although this has a bunch of features, it's a bunch of features that you can't use right out of the box, which I really don't like. It really sucks that they couldn't use that, and they had to add an additional requirement, which I believe is a $25 cord, and I'll link that below. But it's something that I feel a lot of people shouldn't know, and this little bit of text that's down here that nobody ever reads, except for, like, you know, a few people that are really interested. Or if you're buying this online, you think, oh shoot, if you're buying this online, you think, oh sweet, I can use it with my iPhone, and it has a USB-C cable that I can just connect to my computer, which it doesn't. But you know, everybody has those lying around, not a big deal. But the cable to your iPhone is a big deal for me, and I think that's kind of a letdown that Rode should have really thought about. So anyway, I digress, and that's enough about this mic. Let's compare it to some others. So right now you're listening to the Videomic Go II, and I'm gonna switch over to this guy right now. All right, so now you're listening to the original Videomic that has been out for a while. This came with a camera set that I use, so I'm not sure how much it is now, but you know, I'll link everything down below so you can check them out if you want. So this is what the original Videomic sounds like. We'll pop back over to the Videomic Go II before we get into the next comparison. Alright, so back on the Videomic 2. Again, if I made any dB adjustments, you should see it down at on the screen. Check out the next one, which is the Movo VXR10. And this runs about $40-ish, depending on when you're buying it. I've used this mic a couple times, so it's pretty good, but let's hear what it sounds like. Alright, so this is the Movo VXR10. Again, just comparing it to the Videomic Go II. And I've always thought this mic sounds pretty good. I think the volume might be a little lower, depending on, you know, what your setting is on your GoPro. Now the GoPro I'm using is GoPro Hero 7, so it's a little bit older of a GoPro, but it does have a boost in there for external inputs. I'm not using that. I'm just using the regular baseline audio that is fed in. So yeah, let's pop back over to the Videomic Go II. Okay, so what I decided to do on this last one, you might notice that it's a little bit louder, is I brought it closer to me because I heard some reviews that you can kind of use this as sort of a podcast mic if you don't have anything available at the time. And we'll see what this sounds like. I'm about, you know, a couple inches away from it. I'm talking a little bit over because I don't want to, you know, get any plosives, but I'll do a quick plosive test. So Peter Piper picked a patch of pickled peppers just to see what kind of plosives we get on that, and a little bit of a proximity effect with it as well. And the last thing, I moved back about 2 feet now just to see what that sounds like. Again, the environment that you're in might determine, you know, what kind of sound you're getting. I'm in a hotel room with some carpet, some drapes on this side, and a bed and stuff like that, so you probably won't get as much echo in here as you would in a room that has tile or that's pretty hollow, like wood flooring and stuff like that. So keep that in mind when you're listening to this, just the type of environment you might be. So okay, so we're back on the Elgato Wave 3. Again, I just wanted to do a quick snapshot of what this sounds like compared to some other mics. Listening back to some of the clips, I think it sounds really, really good, especially if you're, you know, vlogging or whatever. It works perfect with the Hero 7 with the additional adapter that it needs to plug in to use a 3.5 millimeter. You don't need this adapter, which I'll talk about real quick, and I'll link this below as well, or something you might already have. So this allows you to connect a USB device to your iPhone. So anything like a camera or a USB mic, or what I use it for is an audio interface. So that's worked before. I've even connected something like the Rodecaster to it before, and it actually works really well. So if you want to see a video on this, I can do that. And I might do a little bit deeper dive of some of the additional things with the Videomic, but again, just wanted to give it a quick sound test with it. If you guys like this, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I do have some other mic comparisons to do in the future with USB mics and XLR mics, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I will see you guys next time. Later.